Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I am back with video two. So if you've been following the first video where I went over the top six AI tools to publish your first AI powered children's book for free, you know, number one, that this is a four-part series. So this is video two. I'm walking y'all through a whole live example. Now, the live example will not be the full book, okay? Just for the purposes of the shortening of this video. I know people have a short attention span, but we'll do it good enough so you can see the repetition and you'll be able to decipher how many pages you want in your storybook and etc. Okay? We're going to go from straight idea to the entire publishing process. So you'll know how to do everything and how to use AI to complete it. Okay. And so you also know if you watched the first video. If you haven't, please go watch that video. Keep up. The class is only four parts. You can do it. All right. And you want to have some type of idea. So for this example, we are going to write a story about a bear. Okay. Bears are simple. Our target audience is going to be ages 3 through 8. So we want this to be a real simple book. Um, and yeah, so we're gonna get started. I'm doing this off the dome. If you join the inner circle, when I release it, I'll be actually doing this process over and over, and you'll get access to my prompt guide, templates, and all of those things to shorten the process. But if you're just learning by watching, we're gonna go through this process. But either way, you're still going to be successful. The joining the inner circle is really just you being able to access me to answer questions and just be have that support system to get you to the finish line, okay? Because I know that even with these example videos, you are going to have questions. So I want to be here to support you, okay? Now, we're about to go ahead and hop into it. All right. So let's go to Kimi. I love this AI tool, first and foremost. I am going to say that I love it. 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 It is the best tool in the world, next to Quinn. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Claude, you can use whatever large language model you decide, but this is the one I am using and the one that I want you guys to take heed of because it's 100% free. And the reason why I like this tool, so you can just know the threads don't have any cutoffs. So if you are a real prompter, I don't know if you know this is day one and I'm the first person to encourage you to get started with using AI tools, which I celebrate you. Congratulations for starting your AI journey because AI is not going nowhere. But if you are not like an experienced prompter, someone who has long threads of conversations, or you've never had that experience, on other models, they cut you off, especially if you're using the free tier. Okay. Free tier is always super limited, especially on ChatGPT. But with Kimi, it is one of the most high performing models out there that is literally ranked in benchmarks for like reasoning and is up there with DeepSeek as well. So they're between DeepSeek, Kimi, and these are, if I'm not mistaken, these are models that are were built from China. So these are the ones that I'm about to mention are the China-based AI models, okay? And Kimi is one of the top ones. DeepSeek is like the top dog. But DeepSeek, even though I have used it and I've used it to publish some of to help me publish some of my published works, it has a cutoff. And what I don't want y'all to do is go through what I had to go through. So the reason why when I made the personal shift, even as someone who received success, is because it's a reason. So what I recommend is going to get you to the finish line. You do what you want to do. You win the way you win, okay? And I'm gonna clap regardless, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that. because I know people like to veer off and do what they do. But when it comes to having an unlimited thread, this is one of the models. So DeepSeek does not have an unlimited thread if you're using just the free tier. Um, Kimi is up there, and then you have it's up a model called Quinn dot 2.5. That thing there is a monster. Now, bonus, I will do some work inside of there for y'all to just show y'all how bomb it is in another video. This is not going to be a part of the series, but Quinn is a game changer too. But Quinn is super limited right now for what we're doing, for what we're building, which is books. We're publishing illustrative storybooks. So we need certain access because you're going to probably be doing a lot of rendering of your images until you get it right. So you want to use tools that kind of have that unlimited right now and that freedom. And that is the scope of the work that I developed for my own workflow and the workflow that I'm teaching you all today. All right. So now y'all got a little crash course on Chinese AI models. Look at y'all. Y'all scholars already. Already. Okay. I'm gonna be silly with y'all because I'm not always a serious person. And sometimes I am. It just depends. You don't know what you're gonna get from me. All right. So the first thing I'm going to tell you all to do, you see how it says online? Y'all see that button right there? What I want y'all to do is I want y'all to click it off. You want to make sure that it says offline. Why? 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 Because the results that you're going to get when it's online versus when it's offline is completely different. The reason being, so the model is going to be searching online for answers, and your answers for your children's book is not online. Your answers is in the prompt. So you don't want it to be searching online and giving you stuff that's out of scope. And it just trust me on this. But to give you clarity, besides just trust me, is you want to make sure that the model's main focus is on the prompt. Case in point, y'all know how ChatGPT just now had the web access maybe a year and a half ago, but when it first came out, it didn't. Okay, but you notice how on ChatGPT you have to actually click for the access to the web. Why? Because you're looking for web results. On here, their web result is on default. So you have to be the one to turn it off. And if you don't do that, then it's going to automatically think that you wanted to incorporate web research, and that's not what you want for this part. Now, when we get into the publishing part of everything, where you want to know KDP categories and things of that nature, that is a web-based activity. So you want to use the online. But until I tell you to turn that button on, make sure you turn it off. Okay. That's just a rule of thumb. And next, you want it to be on K 1.5 long thinking. All right. Because if you're a new account holder, I'm pretty sure it's going to be defaulted on Kimi. The long thinking is just better. If you want to use Kimi, that's fine. It's not against the law. But if you just want it to be a little more thoughtful when it comes to your creation and your book process, you want to use the long thinking because it's going to really try to get what you're putting in there. Okay. So I'm again, when you get in the inner circle, we'll go more in depth. I'll actually be doing a full master class where I'm going to actually really do a full book for y'all, but I'll do a full book, for my series so I can really show y'all the process. But for our little example, we going to do bear and this month is February. Springtime. Bears, no, they can't say first spring because he gonna be a little older. Hmm. I done told y'all do y'all homework and I came back on this next video. I ain't even had to myself all the way. even though it's back to back still. Gotta lead by example. So don't be like me. Be better than me. All right, so we'll do bear goes fishing. Boom. That's our book. Okay. So these are prompts off the top of my head. I am a certified prompt engineer. So don't be weary if you don't know how to prompt like me or be intimidated by my prompting skills or advancements or lack thereof. You may say, that's lame. I can do it better than her. And that's good because you're supposed to be better than me. That's the goal. But I don't want y'all to get flustered by not knowing how to elaborate on your prompts as much because when you join the inner circle, guess what? I'm going to give y'all actual prompt templates where you can just put your concept inside and boom, bam. Okay. I'm going to get y'all right. But for the video purposes, just watch me work. Okay. So we're going to say take on the persona of an expert children's storybook author for ages 3 through 8. Our concept is Bear Goes Fishing. And we want this story book to have 5 themes and give us the story plot, story text, and the author is Rosemary Salem. Also, if you want to come up with a better name than a better title, then please, by all means, do so. All right. So now it's doing this thing. I like this part where you can kind of see it thinking. I think this is so cool. It's one of the few models that actually do this. No, it's the only model that I actually use that does this. Okay, look, they done piped up our book. All right, it's still outputting, but we're gonna go ahead and read what it came up with. So our new title is The Great Fishy Adventure, Benny Bear's Big Catch. You see how they gave our bear a whole identity? Now we're building for Benny. All right. And of course, we have the author's name, which will be your name. And then scene 1, Benny's cozy cabin. The plot this is beautiful. All right. Now I'm not gonna read all this because we got a whole class to do, y'all. Okay, let's focus. But I am gonna do this right here. I'm gonna copy it. Because you want to know what we're about to do next? We're gonna make our second thread. So we got thread number 1, and I'm a organize. Don't be, listen. Another thing, try to stay organized. Because once you get into all this creation stuff, honey, you need file names, be organized. So we gonna say Benny Bear plot for this thread. We're naming it. We're renaming our thread. That's all I did so that we can, when we come back or once you start using the model a lot, you know exactly what is what. So now we're about to make our next thread, which is for our AI illustration. So we're going to say, and you see, let's do our little checkpoint. It's still offline. It's still on K1 5 long thinking. Okay. So we're going to say, take on the persona of an AI art expert for children's book illustration. I am going to give you the book plot and scenes, and you are to create the illustration for the pages. Also, the filler pages for the book, as well as a, oh, let's pause for the cause. This is a great way to introduce you and segue you into Google Whisk. And we're going to end off this video where we're going to go have our prompts ready. And in the next video, we're going to be going into the full process. All right. All right. The full processes of illustration. So welcome to the world of Google Whisk. It's Whisk. This is a AI tool by Google. Slight shout out. I am a women tech maker ambassador for Google. Whoop, whoop. So I'm all about Google products. I support them 1000%. So this makes me very happy that I'm promoting their products in any shape, form, or fashion. All right, so I want to walk you through this is crash course, okay? This, oh, let me go back and show you what I did because I just kind of did that. My bad, y'all. See, you see what happens when you get ahead of yourself? This is the home page. Now, as you can see, it says create some love, prompt bless, and play more. It has this preset. And I know you're probably like, Rosemary, why did you just go straight to start from scratch? Or I didn't even see you hit start from scratch so that you was going so fast. My bad. But all of these are for other things, like you want to create a plushie for your book, which is good for merch. That's why I was telling you when you have your vision, you can go hard. This is set up for Valentine's Day still, so they're probably gonna go back to what their default was. But I'm just showing you these other things. So it does operate off of this though, the style and subject. Okay, so I created a formula that's gonna help you get your subject prompt image so that when you start creating your illustrations, it'll have the character consistency that you're looking for. A disclaimer now before we get into illustration, that is going to be the thorn in your side, okay? Because the generations sometimes don't be generating the way you want it to. And if all else fails, you probably will have to do a little more critiquing in your Canva process. Now, side note, the only way you can use Canva, the AI tools in Canva, is if you do your free trial or you do pro. Now, that's still available readily. They don't cut that off. So if you never had a Canva account or maybe account, okay, you can utilize it for probably 30 days and get your book done. Hence why I said free tools. But if you've already used your trial, then you'll probably have to go ahead and do that upgrade to use it. All right. So the subject, the scene, and the style. Now, you don't necessarily have to have a style image, but I do recommend you create your subject image. That's a part of the formula, regardless. Now, you may see me as we get things through, and I'll just do it for the purpose of this video. I'm gonna take the subject video image and I'm gonna put it as a style image as well to keep that consistency because it's sandwiching off of the subject and the style to create the scenes. And it already sets it up for someone who wants to create books and stuff like that. So, in my opinion, so this is the base for that. Let's go back to our prompt. I just wanted to explain that so you understand why I was asking for a subject prompt or a character prompt is how I'm going to call it. So also the filler for the book pages, like a first page, the front cover prompt with the title of the book. Okay, with the title of the book, and then what's the next one? I do blank back covers, but for the purpose of the prompt, we're gonna have a back cover too. Okay, let's get into it. Benny, we're going all the way for Benny. Back cover, and what else? And technically, five scenes can be a short children's book. There are so many books outside, but I would not recommend you publish a five scene book. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to, you could. Front cover prompt. You know what I need to put in front of this? A subject prompt for Benny the Bear. Um, for character consistency. All right. Front cover prompt, back cover prompt, and receive. And then we can already copy and paste the book. So the book plot. Here is, excuse me, here is the plot. Alrighty. So here we go. And it already came up with some illustration ideas. I didn't even see that on our previous thing. So boom. Thus, and some of y'all may say that's a long prompt. That's the purpose. So now it's going to come up with our AI art prompts, and we are already on, this is phase three of it. But we're going into phase three, which is the illustrating part. We're literally about to be done. And then part four is going to be, well, the next video, we're going to be going into illustration and editing. And then the final one, we'll talk about publishing. And I will give a lot of advice on business ideas and things that y'all need to be considering or should consider. Okay, so this is what happened. It's saying Benny stretching, but what I forgot to put in our prompt is something that's very important. So normally I have a bad habit of just going back to the main prompt, editing and doing it all over again. Well, but you can not do that. But for this case, again, it's a bad habit, so I'm about to practice my bad habit. I don't want to say it's a bad habit, it's just a habit. And the reason why I call it a bad habit is because sometimes you want to use what you saw. So it's just best to kind of go to another prompt. But like I said, it's force nature. I'm already thinking about doing it. So what I'm going to add to this prompt is in the scenes. Okay. Each scene is its own prompt. The model does not recognize names, so you have to be descriptive of uh-oh, of the character for Benny the bear, not mentioning his name. in the prompt, but how you referenced him in the character prompt. And that needs to be repeated throughout each scene prompt individually. Uh-oh. All right. So let's give it a kick. We just made a big edit because when we get to the next video, we have to have our AI prompts together. So, and again, when you do this, you're going to be doing several batches and you're going to get it right. But what I want, hopefully, this comes out the way I think it's going to come out. And then I'm going to share with y'all what we're going to do with this. Yes, you see how this is? This is perfect. You see, it says a fluffy bear with a red hat, a fluffy bear with a red hat, a fluffy bear with a red hat. That's how you create character consistency. So that's why this was important. So we have all of our prompts. Okay, I'm excited. So let's go ahead and build out Benny. Because that way Benny can be in the thumbnail. Okay, let's get into it. Benny the bear. So this this is now I call it a character prompt, but it's basically a subject prompt. As you can upload an example, and that's another thing you guys can do. Um, I wouldn't recommend it because it could probably throw it off. But look, there go Benny. Benny, listen, I'm already a little Benny. Let me find out he go with my new series. No, I'm just saying. I love children's books. I can't wait. Um, I cannot wait to see what y'all create because I love the kids. As far as I've worked in early childhood care, I've worked in the school system, so I just have a heart. And I was a super nerd in school, so I loved books. That's my happy place. So it was inevitable for me to become an author. So look at Benny. Benny is dope. So the quality that you get on Google Whisk is period. Okay. It is amazing. This is a illustration and you ain't pay $1 for it. If you go on Fiverr.com right now, you'll be spending 200 plus for one page probably, one or two scenes. They'll probably do a three deal package for you, 3 pages, and then the rest. So illustration, if that's not your forte, this tool is a great alternative option if you are looking to eliminate your budget a bit and actually get your book out there. I believe that y'all can do it. Okay, with AI. So what we covered in the book. Let's recap. We developed our story plot, and we got our AI illustration. What I did was literally take the character consistency prompt. We got our front cover, a back cover prompt. We got our first page filler prompt because I have a couple of children's books. Before I got started on this, I literally manifested this, y'all, months before I even these tools weren't even available when I came up with the well, I've been wanting to do it for years, but was like when I started like really calling it in and manifesting it, I got children's books. So I noticed that they had like this filler page, and the children's books I got was from Scholastic. So, they like top dog, they do the book fairs, so they're big for muse and inspiration. So I noticed they kind of have this like filler page. It's not like a scene, but it's just like there. So I don't have it in my current books, but I'm gonna do it moving forward because I literally looked at it literally yesterday and I was like, I don't have this in my book. What is this? I want everything to be in alignment, period. And so I'm teaching y'all stuff that, next level publishing, getting y'all ready because you can I ain't gonna put y'all on the business. That's that video for. This is video for. I'm getting ahead of myself. See, I got excited. I done already did the whole prompt for y'all to see Benny character come to life because I think that's so cool. Like once you create it, it's like it's no turning back. Now I'm so excited. So we're gonna be doing our mini book illustrations next, and yeah, come back for what is this video? This video two. So come back to video three as we wrap it up. And we're going to get into Google Whisk, doing our full illustrations, and getting inside Canva to edit our pages and things of that nature. Okay. All right. Love y'all with the love of Christ. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video.